Hey guys, so a bunch of you asked for a couple combos after the last deck profile. So I pulled out my deck and I decided to show you guys a couple of the cool things that this deck can do. So the first combo is going to be between Ortho Scorpio and Predapractice. You can actually do this with any Predaplant monster with Predapractice, and I'll show you this after. But this is the coolest combo. Ortho Scorpio can also do this with Wisp as well. So yeah, let's just get into this. First, you're going to Predapractice to special summon out your Ortho Scorpio, and you're going to get the search. And the search is going to be Wisp. So then you activate the effect of Ortho Scorpio, send Wisp. Grab Chlamydia, effect of Wisp. And you're going to add, where is she at? Oh, where's Boof? Grab Boof. So you're going to use Chlamydia, Fusion Summon, and do Ambulance. You're going to use the first effect of Ambulance. And Ambulance is going to grab you. Where is she at? Trap. I'll explain what the send board does after the entire combo, of course, because this card's actually really good. Now you're going to activate the effect of Ambulance. This tributes any monster you control or one of your opponent's controls as effect, and then special summons out a Predaplant. So here we're going to grab Cobra. Cobra on summon grabs us a fusion, so we add branded fusion. I'm going to activate branded fusion now. We're going to dump Albaz and Snow. Go for Albion. Effective Albion. Going to banish Albaz and Ambulance. Let me keep this in view so you guys can see everything that's in grave and banished. And this is going to summon Mirror Jade. Now from here, we're going to activate Bofa, effect of Bofa. And then we're going to go into Dracostapelia. Now we're going to set one, and then during the end phase, we're going to activate the effect of Albion. And we're going to set Banishment. So what did we accomplish here? So basically what we have is we have a live copy of Snow. We have a copy of basically a Super Poly, where we could branded Banishment target Albion and bring it back. So then we can poly with this and any darks in the opponent's side of the field to make something else, or we can use our own board and go into another Dracostapelia. We have a Dracostapelia activation gate, a non-targeting banish, and Predaplanting, which puts Predaplant counters on all of the opponent's monsters if we send one from deck to grave. So there we send copy of Wisp, which then grabs us more recovery for next turn. And the really cool thing with this interaction is that since they're going to have Predaplant counters, all their activated effects are going to be negated by Dracostapelia. So that is the first combo. The second combo I want to show off isn't as strong in this deck, but it's still really good. I'm going to show you Instant Fusion. Now, we're not playing the variant that can go off the best with Instant Fusion, but it's still really cool to show you what this card can do. So we're going to activate Instant Fusion, go for Ambulance. The Ambulance effect is going to grab us Predaplanting. And then we're going to activate the second effect of Ambulance to tribute it off. To go for, where is she? Where is she? Darlingtonia Cobra. Now here is where we're going to do literally almost the exact same combo as before, but we're not going to end on as much. So we're going to go for a branded infusion. Send Fairy Tale Snow. And Albaz. Go for Albion. Albion effect. Banish Ambulance and Albaz, go into Mirror Jade. So then here, what we're going to end on is just the planning with the Mirror Jade. We don't end on with the Bofa because of how this combo specifically worked out, because we didn't use as many resources. There was another way we could have done this, where we could have discarded another card to go into Lubellion, and that would have gotten us a search for with Biplisp. The issue is though that that's another card, and this is off all of just one card. One card gets you 2 interruptions, and this card is also very matchup dependent as well. This is just an FTK against Sword Soul. So honestly, even though we don't end with as much, we still have 4 cards in hand that we can play with. So all of this off of just one card is still really good. We can also still extend with other cards and, you know, just make the snow alive. Everything is fine. We can search Banishment still. We have an Aluber. And the third combo is the one that most people should know if you're playing this deck. Basically, any Predaplant plus Predapractice is full combo. So for this, I'm going to show you Bofa with Practice. So we're gonna normal summon Bofa. Actually, we don't even normal summon Bofa, you just practice. Summon Bofa. Add Chlamydia. Normal summon Chlamydia. Effect. And the reason why this works is because literally any way into this card is just so good. He's a +1 and a Lone Fire, like come on. Add Predaplanting. Effect. Tutor off into Cobra. Effective Cobra. Add Branded Fusion. This shows what the deck really comes down to, is that it is literally just a 1-card way to get an extra deck monster into the graveyard so that you can use Alpian and not use the discard effect of Lubellion. That is what this deck comes down to. Now, you can still play other cool cards like Stay Sailor, which I think are really cool. But the issue is that if you use Stay Sailor, you're not fixing the issue with the deck, and you're not gaining an extra disruption with Snow. So I still think Stay Sailor is a cool card. I think I might even test it this weekend a little bit more. Sorry, so we end on this combo. Literally, this is kind of your end board. That's why I like to play other cards like Polymerization and the Edge package, just so that you can always end on a little bit more. But yeah, now going into the discussion part of this combo tutorial, do I think this deck is better than Albaz? I mean, sorry, Aluber. The answer is no. I think if you're to play this deck correctly, you should still be playing a Despia package, because Despia cards still help you break board. That's not saying there's anything wrong with the Predaplant package. Like, the Predaplant package still does what it has to do. It's still out Sword Soul. You still have Fallen of Albaz. You can still play as much as you want. But the issue is that you still lose to Ash Blossom. This card, sure, it baits a lot more hand traps. Instead of them hitting the Aluber, they're going to think, oh, you're not on it. So if you instant fusion or like Predapractice or anything, this is just godly. However, if they still Ash Blossom your Branded Fusion, you're in a pickle. Especially since I'm not playing a bunch of other cards that I could be. There is the Brick in the deck, which is the Predap Fusion. I don't think that card's good. I saw my buddy DB Grinder was on that, and a bunch of other people in his testing group I was talking to. And they were telling me, like, oh yeah, you need to play this these cards. I actually picked up a couple of them off of them. But the issue is, it just doesn't fix the problem with the deck that I think Predaplanting does. This is an interruption where the other ones, if they're not specifically on Despia, it just doesn't fix. And especially with us going into a more adventure-heavy format, I still feel like, I don't know, the breaking of the boards of the Despia package, I think is a lot better than the gas of the Predaplant package. But I still think there needs to be more testing. I think the fact that this deck can play more going second cards could make it better, which is why we probably saw it in the finals of German Nats and why this deck was not. But I don't know. In my personal opinion, I think the Aluber package is a lot better than the Predaplant package. But we might see a meta shift where this becomes strictly better for an event or two, with people not knowing how to hit the deck and with people not knowing what the deck does. And yeah. I think that's it. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or any other cool combos, please let me know. I'll actually throw my Discord in the description too. I'd love to talk about this deck. I still really love Predaplants. I've been playing Predaplants for years, so I'd love to do anything I can to keep playing the deck. I'm not trying to say this deck's bad or anything. I still think it's really good. Like, it's still topping YCS, it's still topping Nats. Like, it's still a very good deck. I just personally don't know if it's the best way to play branded. But if you guys have any, like, you know, arguments to show me that, hey, this isn't it, any like cool ways to build decks, please let me know. My Discord is going to be in the description. Please let me know anything in the comment section down below. I'd also love to be making more videos for you guys too. So if there's any new video ideas, just subscribe, like, and let me know in the comments. All right. Have a great day, guys.